How do you work in this terms of handwriting part? Like, so how would you judge someone when you're doing their graphology test?
So to start with, Kabir, there is no judging.
Okay.
Because
Alright.
I believe in there is no right, wrong, there is
Okay.
no good or bad.
Okay.
Having tea at 4 o'clock is like the bestest thing for me. Possibly it is not for you, or possibly if it is for you, it is not for me. मेरे लिए 5 बजे है. Okay, so there is no good, bad, or right, wrong. We could see some things as ethical. Other than that, rather, there is nothing good, bad, or right, wrong. So it does not come to judging. It is moreover, most of it is self-discovery. Okay, understanding your own self. Okay, when you do that, or when a person, or suppose if you come to me with a challenge, so understanding where it is the challenge is, the problem area is, understanding that and then providing a solution is what it all goes about. It is not about judging. So see, I'll tell you, if for a kind of a story a person came to me who had some difficulties in his professional life, and after seeing his handwriting, I asked him, how are your relationships? And he was like, oh, they are very bad. And I saw that in his handwriting, that his relationships are not going good. And when we did corrections over the relationships, where he went and he could talk over with the client there and how he got the big order, and then he was very happy that, oh, I never knew the problem is there. So he's searching for somewhere and the light is somewhere.
Right.
Okay, so that is how graphology helps, that it makes you understand what is going on in your thoughts, and how are you going.
Wow. And that really can be noticed through someone's handwriting.
Fantastic. Yes.
That if somebody is going through a bad relationship phase or having some difficulties at work, that can all be
lots more. So see, there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and approximately, if I will say, there are 16 modules of graphology. The size of your handwriting, the spacing, the letters, lot of it more, the slant and the baseline. There are 16, and I will say, in fact, I could give you a thing here that the letter T. There are 51 types of letter T.
To write letter T.
The lowercase letter T.
Oh, just a lowercase.
The lowercase letter T. Yeah, let me correct that. So it is so vast.
Okay.
So it can go to any level, that where you are at the moment. Are you really living in your past, or are you in your present, or are you only thinking about the future? So how you can create that balance. And I can go on. There is so much more to it. Every letter holds a thing, and a personality trait, a behavior pattern, and much more can be understood through graphology. And as I'm saying, it fascinates me every day. There have been times when I write, I learned something, and I feel ऐसा ये तो कोई लिखेगा ही नहीं. But I found people who actually do that.
Do it that way.
Yeah, I so much so when I the best part, what I feel about when I tell people is, if I tell them that there is self-harm, okay, and they are like, self-harm means, so I have found people who would would have done something really bad to themselves, but very basic things also, people कुछ awareness ही नहीं है कि ऐसा कुछ हम करते भी हैं जो हमें harm हो रहा है. And then eventually it comes up to something very major. So correct it there in the very minute stage, and get yourself a very beautiful life out of it.
So when you talk about self-harm, are you talking about something on like type of your digestion, having intake, like a food intake? So, or is it like something on a higher side?
So no. So there are many different types of it. It could also be some habits that you have. Okay. For example, anything which you are not okay with, you doing it. Okay. Anything which you're not okay with and you are still doing it. For example, standing for long hours. Let me give you a teacher's example. Okay. There would be many teachers who would feel कि हाँ तो खड़े तो रहना ही पड़ेगा ना, इतने घंटे का job है. Yeah, many teachers, when I say कि oh, you are a teacher, so the self-harm would be that you are standing for so long. I really feel there should be a chair where I can teach and sit and teach. So when you feel that what I am doing is wrong. For example, like suppose now we talking for you, or you working for so long hours and forgetting to have water, and then at the end of the day you feel कि यार मैं पानी नहीं पीता हूँ ना, ये गड़बड़ हो रही है. Okay, so that, and it is not higher sides, definitely, yes. Yeah, but still this, and how you change that little pattern, and then this you will get reminders कि भाई तू पहले रुक, बंद कर और पहले पानी पी.
पानी पी, हाँ.
Similar, whatever goes on within you. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, whatever goes on within you. It is not necessarily, it would be same. So again, if I say no to people's handwriting in the world matches.
Right.
So how could, a habit of two people match or something? It could be on a very superficial level that even you do this, I do this. But what goes inside you and what is inside me is totally wired very different.
Right, right.